Hey guys, so I wanted to say happy Easter. I'm doing a video today on all my skincare products I just bought from the Body Shop. I buy a lot of my skincare products from there because A, it's cruelty free, and B, they actually have a lot of really good products that they're really good quality, and they are at a really good price point. So definitely check them out. I just finished filming in Calgary, Alberta, and my skin has been freaking out ever since because of the lack of sleep, the improper nutrition, because of course there's all that yummy goodies on set. I'm going to be explaining why I use every single one, the properties that it has, and the good things about it, and roughly about the price point. It might switch between what body shop you're shopping at. My skin is combination oily, so that means I get oily between the T-zone here, and I get dry on my cheeks. So when I'm filming, I find that my skin tends to go in overdrive because I'm tired. So I'll produce a lot of oil and I'll get really, really dry. And my problem is that you need to find something that fits the both oily and the dry skin. It's going to nurture the two and balance them out. So the products I'm showing you today are about balancing as well as some extra hydration because we have to deal with a lot of the dry weather here in Alberta. I'm going to start in order here. So I'm going to start with a cleanser. I'm using the aloe vera calming cream cleanser. This one here goes for about $24, I believe. Don't quote me. This one here is for calming the skin. So after you remove your makeup, you apply this cream cleanser on, and basically it just kind of removes all the gunk. It removes all the stuff from your face. It will help cleanse those pores. It'll help relieve the skin after it's been wearing makeup all day, or if it's been in the elements all day. Cleansing is really important because you need to clean your skin before you do anything else so it can absorb any of the other things you put onto it, whether it's a toner or a hydrator. So really important to think about that when you're doing a skin regimen. You definitely want to find a cleanser. I bought the calming cleanser because it's hydrating as well as cleaning. My skin is really dry, so it's important to really get all that hydration put in, so it kind of calms any sort of redness or any sort of irritation that's going on. After cleansing, you want to go in with a toner. I'm using the seaweed oil balancing toner because basically seaweed is really hydrating, and if you put this all over, it's going to help balance the places that are super oily. It's going to hydrate the places that are dry, and also the seaweed line at the Body Shop smells amazing. You definitely want to check it out. It's nice and fresh, and it's good for sensitive skin too. So definitely check this out if you find you're having combination skin. You're oily, you're dry, and need something to balance you up. Check this guy out. I don't know about you guys, but I definitely have a problem with acne still. It's never gone away. So it's between the stress and the bad diet sometimes, and just like wearing makeup for a long amount of time, my skin tends to really hate me and freak out. So something I have picked up is the Tea Tree Anti-Perfection Daily Solution. It's made out of tea tree, but it's a little more concentrate. It goes on more of a serum. So you put this on after your tone. It comes on an eyedropper here, and what you do is you pat it into the skin, and it just kind of seeps in and gives it what it needs to kind of clear up any sort of blemishes and help prevent as well. Tea tree is antimicrobial and antibacterial, so it's good to keep the breakouts at bay. And also it smells very refreshing, and tea tree tends to be very cooling. And so if you have an area that's kind of sore, it works well just to kind of soothe that. So for me, I use a day cream and a night cream because during the day, I find that I need a lot of moisturizer to go on under my makeup so I don't feel tight and my makeup doesn't crack. So what I've been using is the Seaweed Oil Control Cream Gel Cream. So a gel cream is different than a regular cream because it's got a little bit of a jelly consistency. It kind of wiggles like Jello. And you just kind of put some on, and you'd put this on your whole face, and it just seeps right into the skin. It doesn't leave an oily residue, which can feel great for people who have really oily skin, because the last thing you want to do is put on a thick layer of oil on top of oily skin. It tends to feel really heavy and uncomfortable. So seaweed helps balance by hydrating the dry areas and oil controlling the oily area. So this, you would put this on before your makeup. I put a big layer on and let it sit for a full 5 minutes before I apply my makeup to make sure it's really seeped into the skin and hydrated where it needs to hydrate and balance out the oil where it needs to balance. After I take my makeup off at night, it's really important to moisturize after you tone as well. So I use the Vitamin E Nourishing Night Cream. This goes on after you throw your toner on. It's good for just giving a layer of moisture. Now, because you're going to bed, this is when your skin rejuvenates itself. This is where the skin rests. You want to make sure that you apply all your creams and your serums before you go to bed so it gets what it needs, especially if you have problematic skin that tends to get really dry or tends to be very in the night. It can be prime time to, do everything you need to do. So eventually your skin will get used to it. It gets what it needs and you're going to come out with a healthy glow. So the vitamin E cream here, it's got a really thick consistency. It's far thicker than my morning cream and it goes on almost like a paste. So I'd put this on all over the face and like the seaweed cream, I give it 5 minutes before I do anything else to make sure it's really seeped into the skin and that my skin's taken what it's needed. After I've used my facial moisturizer for night, I have to go with an eye cream because eye cream is really important. This skin under here is very thin and it needs extra attention. It's very important to prevent anti-aging, and it's important because this area will get dry over time, especially in this weather that we have in southern Alberta where we go from dry to humid to windy to cold. You want to make sure that you give your skin everything it needs. So I use the Vitamin E eye cream. This is a 40-hour eye cream. I use it morning and night. I just put a little bit on my ring finger, not very much, only about this much here, and I tap it under the eye. This is important because not only is it hydrating, it actually helps the makeup sit on that area a little more. It gives a dewy finish, which is really important for your makeup as well, especially on this eye area. If you find that you're getting dry and you're creasing and you're cracking under the eye area, if you moisturize or hyper moisturize that area before you put your makeup on and apply a little bit of pigment, it's going to sit a lot nicer, it's going to be a lot more comfortable, and you're going to get a better finish. At the end of the night, after I've applied my night moisturizer, there's one final thing I'll do if I find that I'm just not feeling moisturized enough. If I'm feeling extra dry, if I did not drink enough water that day, it's important to get the skin hyper moisturized so you can be refreshed for the next day. So this is the Drops of Youth Sleeping Bouncy Mask. This stuff is incredible. It's also kind of strange because it's got a marshmallow consistency. It's interesting. And what you do is you put it on over top of everything you've just done and you sleep in it overnight. It goes on like as if you're smearing Jello onto the skin. It's like a water mask. And you sleep with that. And in the morning, it's gone because the skin has taken everything it's needed from it. And then you wash your face, you do your skin regimen all over again, and it just gives the skin a little more moisture for the day. Now, for the rest of my skin, I do need to use moisturizer all over. I get very dry skin, especially during the season changes. So when I went to the Body Shop, I just picked up a little bit of Shea Body Cream. This stuff, you just put your hands in it and you put it all over, and it smells like shea butter. And this one's travel size because I actually keep them in my purse so I can use them throughout the whole day. I don't actually use these for clients, however, because between clients trying to use it or using on clients, it's really easy for somebody to dip their hands in and then it no longer becomes sanitized. So unless I have a spatula on hand at all times, I actually won't use something like this in my kit. It's more for personal use or for my friends or family. Otherwise, I need something that's in a pump that'll be more sanitary. Talking about sanitary, something I will keep in my kit is the hemp body lotion because I can keep it sanitary by just applying a little bit to my client's hands or to my own hands and applying it for them, or just using a sponge or something. Now this stuff's great. It's extremely thick, so for somebody who has oily skin, it might feel a little heavy and uncomfortable. However, for somebody like me with dry skin, it's absolutely amazing, and it smells like what reminds me of BC, Vancouver. It's awesome. And to wash my hands, usually I'll use a Bath & Body Shop product, but because they are no longer cruelty free, I have switched over to the Body Shop. So, to wash my hands at the sink, I just collected a little bar here. This one smells like peaches, and it's just a body soap. I'll put this at the sink so everybody can use it. Thank you guys so much for watching my Body Shop haul. I'm Katt, and please feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel, as well as my Instagram and my Facebook and my Twitter, which I'll post all the links down below. Thank you for watching my video. Have a great day, guys. Bye.